Here we go. Here we go. How is everybody doing? The Kings lose 126 to 125. Game 4 of the NBA playoffs in Chase Center. Great game. Lots of excitement. Lots of energy. Back and forth. We saw Fox and Draymond go at it early. Lots of emotions all over the place. Both fan bases going back and forth. But as I always point out, people lie, video doesn't. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to show it. Not just talk about it, but we're going to show it. The proof's in the pudding. It's been in the pudding for a while. Once NBA.com uploads the hyperlinks to all the plays, all the individual plays, we'll break it all down. Before we got to talk about the game, it was a wild one. I'm going to let people call in. The link's also in the bio. It's pinned. You guys can call in as well if you want to chime in. Don't know how I want to do that part yet, but you know, if you call in, you call in. Don't make it too long. Just chime in, put your opinion out there. We'll talk about it, chop it up. But it was a tough game if you're a Kings fan, and it was a delightful day if you're a Warrior fan because the refs gifted them a lot of non-calls going the purple way. Hey, let's be honest. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. But I appreciate all love and support. Make sure you guys hit the like button before we get this thing rolling, man. Make sure you guys slap it, share it, tell YouTube that you guys are enjoying this type of content, man. What a day. What a way to kick off your Sunday afternoon. Still three more games today. They should be some good ones as well. We had some good games yesterday. Well, not really. I mean, they were blowouts. Lakers blew out the Grizzlies. Lots of stuff, man. But before we get into it, huge shout out to Medici Sacramento across the Golden One Center. I know a lot of people went to the watch party at the Golden One Center. It was packed. It was awesome to see. Medici Sacramento's across the Golden One Center. Best pizza in Sacramento. Make sure you guys check them out. All right, man. Monk and Herter were booty. Okay. I mean, Monk wasn't booty, but okay. I'm seeing the comments already. Okay, there is some stuff going on in the comments. My boy Don Mitchell, Barnes had a good look. He's here for the comments. Why don't you call in, Fabian? Why don't you call in, bro? This is gonna be good, man. Okay, so let's share the screen here, right? As a matter of fact, let's share. Here it is. Okay. The game was 126-125. The Kings shot the ball well finally, right? 40% from beyond the arc. I told you guys that they weren't gonna shoot 4 games in a row like garbage. It's been really bad for the Kings. They weren't going to shoot. It was bound to happen. Guys like Keegan Murray and even Kevin Huerter, who still struggled today. He only shot 1 time, but he didn't feel his presence as much. Keegan Murray, man, that dude stepped up big time. 5 of 7 from beyond the arc, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. Kid can play. Kid can play. And as I told you guys yesterday on the story on Instagram, I put out the little poll or asked me a question type of thing. I know a lot of you guys thought the stage was too big for him. And I said, this is how you got to 48 wins. This is how you got the number 3 seed. Like, you got to roll with Keegan Murray. It's going to happen. And Keegan Murray impacts the game even without shooting the ball because he creates the space that you need for guys like De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis to get to work down low. But then when he's hitting shots, and it's just a game changer for the Kings. With that said, you also need other guys to contribute, especially from your starting 5, right? And Kevin just, in 21 minutes, it just felt very empty. And he's a guy that's been there. He's one of the few guys on this roster that has actually played and has had playoff experience. So it's disappointing, to say the least. It truly is. But Keegan Murray, man, you just got to give this guy a round of applause because this dude stepped in. He understood what the mission was. He understood what the chatter was about him. He's read all the things. All these guys are on social media reading all these things. That guy stepped up to the plate. So huge shout out to Keegan Murray, the rookie. So we gave him his flowers. I'm trying not to come across too aggressively because I was pretty pissed off throughout the game. I was pissed off early in the game when we consistently documented all the missed calls, and that's how the Warriors stayed in that game. The Kings closed out the first quarter to perfection. They took the lead by 1, and then they let out the half. Yet when they got up by 9, we saw a lot of discrepancies in the momentum of the game, and that really helped the Warriors come back at you into their own 9-0 run. So as I was explaining on Instagram and on Twitter, if you call just one of those calls, it's not a 9-0 run. That's just how it is. It's not a 9-0 run because you got to call those calls when you get hacked and you consistently attack the rim. Now, it's not I understand that you're not going to get every call because you are on the road and you are extremely inexperienced. But the reality is, when you obliviously get hacked, like it's very, very obvious, you got to call those calls, man. That's just the way it is. To only shoot one free throw at the half, it's just an embarrassment to the NBA. It truly is. For a guy that lives in the paint like Sabonis, like De'Aaron Fox, to not get more than 2 free throws in a half is an absolute embarrassment. It's a travesty. And then when you look at the overall free throws, one that is just glaring from an All-NBA center, Sabonis had 0 free throws attempted today. Now you tell me, look me in the eye, Warrior fan. Tell me it's not rigged when Sabonis doesn't get 1 free throw the whole game. What are we going to say? That he wasn't aggressive enough? That he wasn't in the paint, getting bounced around? Come on, man. Y'all got to be honest and just acknowledge it. Y'all won the game. It's over. It's 2-2. But to think for 1 second that we were not going to point out the fact that Draymond Green had more free throws than Sabonis. It's an absolute travesty and an embarrassment for the NBA. They should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, this dude had 6 free throws. Draymond Green had more free throws than he averages points. Think about that. Let that sink in real quick. This man had more free throws than he averages points. That's crazy. That is a joke. Holy cow. I mean, come on. What are we saying here? I want to chime in to see what Keegan Murray had to say after the game real quick.
Keegan, 2 quick ones for you. When HB lets that shot go, what are you thinking? How did it look from your vantage point? And then after 4 games, I mean, this is as tough a loss as you guys can have, but what's the mood in the locker room? Did anybody speak up today, post-game? Just what's the message after this?
Yeah, I mean, when HB shot it, I mean, I always think when he shoots, it's going to go in. So I was just under the basket. I thought it was going to go in. It looked good, hit the back of the iron, and we'll take that any day of the week. And, I mean, the guys in our locker room, we've been together this whole season. We're a really tight group, and a lot of guys just know that it's the next game. We know this is a tough one, but we know it's just the next game.
It's a great attitude to have. It's the right attitude to have. It just feels like the NBA wants us to go 7. We all know the Kings are the better team. It's very obvious. They're not a lot better, but they're a better team right now than they are because the Warriors are still not really clicking the way they were last year. Their chemistry is not what it was last year. A lot of things went wrong from the beginning of the season. Draymond Green punching his teammate didn't help. Wiggs, all these injuries. So I would say the Warriors aren't at their best yet, which is why the Kings are a better team, and the referees did their best to keep it close, and when they kept it close, the Warriors did what they do. Their championship pedigree came through. They doubled Fox. They got the ball out of his hands, and they said, anybody else beat me. That's good execution from a defensive standpoint. And if you're the Kings, obviously you want Fox taking that shot, but what do? Like, they made you give up the ball. He made the right play, and as Keegan said, You just got to trust HB to make that shot. He didn't. You move on. You had a chance to win to win this game on the road. It happens. It happens. It's part of basketball.
We want to play fast. We're going to keep playing fast, but all of our guys are driving into sometimes three guys in transition and begging for a call. And you can't, we can't continue to do that. And, it's a great learning experience for guys to be able to see, because we wasted a ton of possessions in transition, driving and just throwing up some crazy stuff. And, space the floor, stop and spray the ball. And if we miss a wide open three, that is way better than driving and throwing up some crazy stuff. Because at the end of the day, this is what I keep telling our guys, you're going to have to knock these guys out. You can't rely on the referee, because if I'm a referee, the shots that we're taking at the rim in transition, I ain't calling neither, because you're begging for a foul. You can't drive to the rim and beg for a foul every single possession, and then they run it back at us because they have a numbers advantage. We got to play the right way, and when we're playing fast, and we didn't do a good job of that, especially in the second half. We had a
Exactly. So that wasn't. He's referring to the second half, which I was about to talk about it. The Kings in transition, in the second half, they were very sloppy. It did get to the point where there is a recreational fan that says, well, stop shooting the ball, stop shooting these open shots and just attack. Well, the Kings were attacking, right? And as I try to tell people sometimes, you got to take the open shots because they're there, as opposed to being wild and attacking. I agree with Mike Brown on that. But in that first half, it's a completely different first half that I'm referring to. Dudes are getting hacked. They were getting fouled. That's why he specifically said second half, which I wasn't do it right before he said it. I agree with them. And to that point is when I try to tell Kings fans, yeah, you should attack, but you got to do it smartly. And when the open three is there, whether you hit it or not, that's what got you to 48 wins. That's what got you to the number 3 seed. You got to take these open looks because they're few in between. When you get a good look, you got to take those looks. You can't just force the issue. But when it's within the flow of the offense and you're attacking and you're getting hacked and there's no call, and now the Warriors, again, the numbers game, they're in transition, and they shoot jumpers, and then they call you for fouls, that's where the huge discrepancy is, and that's where the frustration part is. That's what I'm referring to. And we're going to show it. Again, people lie. Video doesn't. It's all there. Once NBA.com, puts up the hyperlinks, we'll talk about it. But I'm glad that, Kings on NBC brought that up, because it is true. The Kings were really forcing the issue, which is not what I love, and I'm glad I did it, because now fans get to see what I've been referring to all year long. No, it doesn't mean that you should just attack without really understanding what you're doing with the ball. And he's really referring to Malik on that. Malik was out of control. That's what Mike Brown is really talking about right now. You know what I mean? And we'll show that. But in that first half, when Malik was under control, he wasn't getting any calls. They went to the free throw line once. And when the Golden State Warriors don't attack and they get calls, that's where things get frustrating. That's when things get frustrating. Let me go through the messages real quick. Sup, Leo, tough loss. That one was one we could have gotten. Praise blah, 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 at the end. Kings 2-2 with the greatest team on the past 10 years. Getting a crash course on the fly. Very valuable, devastating. What's up, Leo? Tough loss. So tired of the BS, no calls, whatever. I'm used to it. Let's go to game 5. Well, the fact is, Fabian, if you look at the numbers, there was no discrepancy in those first 2 games. It wasn't 10-1. It wasn't the fact that the Warriors don't attack the basket, bro. That's just a fact. They don't have the lift anymore. They're not what they used to be. So if anything, the Kings are getting this team at the end of their dynasty peak. With that, I mean, they're still a great team, but they are getting them at the end of their peak, and you can see it. You can truly see it. They're not what they used to be, which is why they're so beatable. In game to the free throw was 18-29, and today was 24-18 Warriors. Let's make sure to hear you clown Kings fans claiming the Dubs fans cry about the refs next time, eh? Listen, Sabonis isn't getting calls, but he's also not playing aggressive as he can. Barnes, again, define what aggressive means. We just heard a coach say you were wildly aggressive, which is not going to get you calls. Monk was very aggressive. It doesn't mean it was a good aggressive, right? Kings in 6, though. We had some terrible fast break transition ball late in the game. I think the 3 and 4 empty trips, man, advantages on the fourth. Right. I mean, I agree 1,000% with that. I agree 1,000% with that. Just got on here. How do you feel, Leo? I don't like the moral victories, but this is not a moral victory, bro. Kings lost this game. I don't believe in moral victories. We made some careless errors at the end. I mean, it was careless. Kevin's been hurting us. Yeah, that's a good one. That's creative. Kings can replace Barnes with Cam Johnson. I mean, Cam Johnson hasn't been great either. I mean, they just got swept, so. Kings just need more cowbell. Everyone, please make sure to wear your farm clothes to the game on Wednesday and let everyone smell the. Oh my God. I actually thought the refs were great today, brother. Sabonis is soft. Okay. He wasn't aggressive enough. Trash officiating. Warriors in 6. He's hit more shots. We had our shots and missed. Can't blame the refs for us not scoring that last possession. Game 3 was a different story. If everything was a foul, Curry would have more than 5 free throws. Steph Curry. Okay. If you breathe on Steph Curry, it's a foul, bro. Stop it. Nobody gets more jump shot free throws than Steph Curry does. Your screen sure up. Your sadness is infectious. Okay. I'm obviously unfair about it. I'm going to show everybody stuff. Was pushed in the back. Someone was pushed back many times in the first half and nothing. And Barnes fouled in his third. Ref looks and right and nothing. It's not entirely on the refs, though, Leo. We can sure use the ultimate reason. We have room for improvement. Chalked it up more into a game 5 with the win. I didn't blame entirely the refs, but like I said, I'm blaming their inexperience as well. It's desperate. Look how great they were. Warriors have championship mentality. Kester, some minutes over Barnes. Let me see. So I'm just waiting on NBA.com to actually just put it out there. Hey, Clark, buddy, here. Why aren't you a little bit man enough to call in if you're so smart? Here's the link. Don't be scared now. I mean, if I'm going to call you out, all these Warrior fans, call in. Let's have a discussion about it. Definitely 7 games for sure. They don't have home court protection. They will call it the refs cheating. It's still we should have had this one-man execution down the stretch. We got a couple stops and just threw them away. Stupid shots. Had to return home court. I mean, the Warriors aren't winning Game 5. Period. That's a fact. It was a hard-fought clash Game 1. However, the Dubs were the ones that despite the atrocious officiating, they kept their cool and made more plays to win. They kept their cool down the stretch. Yeah, I said that. They were also put in that position to keep their cool and show off their championship pedigree. They were gifted that opportunity because they definitely didn't earn it. Draymond took more free throws than 4 of our starters. That's crazy as hell. Steph is always looking for a foul. I mean, that's a fact. Clark, I love this. I mean, if you love it so much, why don't you call in, bro? I mean, if you a man, if you a real man, call in and stop hiding behind a little keyboard. I mean, obviously, if they lose Game 5, we still gonna break it down and see why they lost Game 5. Again, the biggest reason why they lost today was because of the refs in the first half. The Kings had a chance to win this game at the buzzer. Think about that. Think about that. And the discrepancy from the foul line was massive in that first half. You can't make up for that shit. It's already hard enough to beat the Warriors, and then when you have help from the refs, it makes it that much more difficult. Like, there is no room for error here. The Kings aren't that good to be like, oh, you know, I can make up for all these free throws that weren't called up. Like, no, like, this is a very evenly matched series. These are two really good teams. These are two great offensive teams. It does not help when you're a lot faster, a lot more athletic, and you put it on display. You go up 9, and next thing you know, you don't get the right calls to then allow a 9-0 run because of the non-calls. And we're going to talk about that right now. I mean, I've already acknowledged this. Yes, before the series started, I had the Warriors in 7 because I gave the Warriors way too much credit. I gave them way too much credit. The Kings are a better team. They've shown that through 4 games. We've seen the discrepancy with the refs. We've seen that they don't have the same oomph that they had last year. We've seen that this Warrior team is not the same team. A lot of it because of Draymond Green's weak ass, non-leader self. I mean, that guy is a detriment to this team. He truly is. The fact that you have the audacity to punch your own teammate and then act like it's okay, and then to put Wiggins shit out there in public, I mean, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. And they more than likely will get rid of him this summer. It's written on the wall. It truly is. It's not the same team, which is why they're very beatable. And they should have lost today. Like, if we're being completely honest, they should have lost the game today. But they won. Again, the pedigree is still there. You still got the chef, who I love, by the way. I love Clay. I love GP. I love Wiggs. I love Draymond Green's historic game that has helped them win those rings. But his attitude is garbage. It's always been garbage. It's always going to be garbage. That's who he is. He always talks about that. He always plays a victim mentality. Well, I'm a victim. They treat me differently. No, they don't. If Sabonis would talk the same way that Draymond Green talks to refs, Sabonis would get kicked out every single game. That's a fact. Like, if anybody on the Kings would talk to the referees the same way Draymond Green talks to the referees, they would get kicked out every single game. How do I know? I've heard it. I've seen it in person. And you see it on TV. And you see it when you're in person and TV covers a lot of that shit. And you see how detrimental and how disrespectful that dude is to officials. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Again, I've acknowledged that without him, they don't win. Without him, they're not a dynasty. I understand. I really love his skill set and what he provides. But the other things that come with that, it's definitely not worth it. He cost them a championship in 16. And they won't win it this year. Whether they beat the Kings or not, he's a huge reason why they won't win it. Because he's not there. He's not there mentally. He lets his emotions get the best of him. And then he plays victim, which is the saddest part out of all of the things. I love his grind. I love the fact that after this game, he's going to go live on his podcast and talk about it. I love that about him. He's grinding, but he's still mentally weak. He's still a detriment to his team. Doris Burke even talked about it during the telecast. At some point, he got to grow up. That ain't never going to happen because that's, as he says, the good and the bad. Well, get ready to get knocked out either this series or the next, because they for sure ain't going to beat the Lakers. No way in hell. And I hate the Lakers, by the way. And I would love nothing more than Golden State to beat the Lakers, because I hate the Lakers more than I hate the Warriors. But they not going to beat them the way this team is playing. I'm sorry. They not. They're not. They're just not. They said they weren't winning it last year, too. I mean, I had the Warriors winning it last year. I had the Warriors winning last year. I don't know who's they. I mean, I don't know who is they. Let's see if let's see who else had some things to say. Here we go.
Kevin, what did you see from Harrison's last shot there, that final shot?
It was a good look, kick out. We'll live with the results, but that was a good look.
Pretty excited to be going back home. You guys have done so well at Golden One to go back there again now for Wednesday.
Of course, excited to play back in front of our fans.
Kev, what's the message in here post-game when you have an emotional ending like that? Is it, all right, we're all square going home? Is it, you got to process this one? Like, what was the mood in here?
Yeah, we know we had opportunities. A couple things we can clean up defensively, but we still feel good.
Is there value in, I know there's no silver linings, but when you compete the way you did tonight versus 2 days ago, letting it get away from you a little bit, is there value in that?
Yes and no. At the end, that's the results of the league, and we weren't able to get the job done here on the road, and got to go back and take care of home.
Kevin.
I mean, facts. There ain't no more victories.
Where is this team after coming into it?
Oh, we good, man. We good. High hopes. Still high hopes. Heads high. Everything good. We good.
When you see the series go back 2-2, I mean, you guys have basically held home court throughout. Do you guys still have confidence going into Game 5?
We got a lot of confidence, man. We still got confidence. Game 5, Game 6, Game 7, if we go that far. So we confident, man.
Speaking of confidence, you would think that Keegan's confidence might have been a little low after those first 3 games. Did you say anything to him, or was his very good performance today just kind of a reflection of him himself?
That's key, man, but I stay on him. I never let him get down. Never let him hang his head down. So I think that's one of my jobs to keep his head up high. So I'm going to continue to do that. But, yeah, that's key, being Keegan.
I mean, Keegan was nice. Keegan was nice. We need one of those games from Kevin Huerter, though, man. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to watch him play so far. And let's find out if NBA.com has the hyperlinks. Here we go. Okay, here we go, baby. Here we go. I'm curious to see Malik's stuff first, man, because I know it was very apparent in that first half. So, oh, man, here we go. Again, if you want to call in, the link is in the bio. So on this first play, we see Fred's pretty spread out, 5-out offense, yank. You get a nice little step back by Malik. He starts off the game well. Here's a driving layup that we're talking about, okay? Oh, this is just a fucking joke. It was a high pick and roll, high hammer screen up here, right? They kind of cut off the play. But this gets Malik going downhill, okay? First of all, that's a foul. Your fucking arms aren't straight up, okay? That's an automatic foul, okay? And then he gets whacked by Dante. No call. It's disappointing because, again, how I said earlier, within the flow of the offense, not in transition. Coach Brown is referring to transition when Malik was pretty wild in the second half. This is within the flow of the offense. High hammer screen up here. You attack the basket going downhill. This is a fucking foul. You got to call that. You got to call. At this point, you're down by 8. Like, you got to call that. Period. Here we go again. Okay. So we have Davion probing around, right? Heads up, bounce pass. Here we go. Malik attacks. Nothing. Good no call. Here we go again. Malik. Okay. Nothing. Trey, you gotta come down with this, bro. Like, you just gotta grab the ball. Just gotta grab the ball. Here we go. In transition. Great no call. Great no call there. Great no call. It's a great block by Wiggs. This is a great no call. Straight block. I don't cheat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling the shit the way it is. Offensive rebound with 2 hands. Okay. Great no call there. That's a fucking foul. Like, your hands are down. You don't play defense like that, bro. Your hands got to be straight up. Hands got to be up. Hands got to be up. That's a foul. Look at the score. 45-40. Malik beats him off the dribble. He jump stops because he gets position. He gets to a spot. That's a foul. You got to call that foul. Period. It's a joke, man. That's 2. Obviously, no call there. Duh. It's a jump shot. It's a great no call. Great no call. Here we go. Okay, we got Davion probing. Great no call. Good job there by Malik. Here we go. We see a high hammer screen above the 3-point line by Sabonis. Gets him in rhythm. Great shot there. Let me get that. Give me a sec. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put you on. So, good rhythm shot there. Driving layup. Let's see what the driving layup is right here. Jesus, what a great play here by Malik. Sees the mismatch, attacks it, over Draymond. Just incredible finish there. Incredible finish by Malik. Jump shot, let me see. Didn't love this jump shot, honestly. It was a bad shot. But, you know, that's part of who Malik is. Like, he's going to take these shots. Let me see. This is the one that Coach Brown's talking about. So with 54 seconds left, Dorsberg called it out as well during the telecast. Yeah, I mean, you see the difference here though, right? His hands are straight up. Like, there's a huge difference there as opposed to early where his hands weren't up. Like I said, I don't cheat anybody. Like, that's a great no call. He's out of control. Absolutely. I wouldn't call it either. What you think, Tyson?
I agree. It makes the game so frustrating to watch, bro. Like, first half, like, that 9-0 run was just symbolic of what we're talking about. Like,
Yep.
You can't. The margin for error is zero. Like, you go up, you clearly get fouled, no call, at least to a three the opposite direction. Like, it's just too hard to overcome. Like, I just want it to be consistent. Like,
That's it.
instead
That's
we're
all we're asking for.
instead I wish I was just coming on here talking about how the Warriors just outplayed the Kings and they won, but instead the Kings lose
Yep.
by one, and the free throw discrepancy in the first half, second half was a little better, but it still wasn't better really. And
But those are obvious calls, though. Like, if you don't call those,
facts.
like, what are we
You don't
talking
gotta
about
tell
here?
me they're obvious. I'm yelling at my TV when I see it. Like, it's just a joke, bro. Like, it's just I'm
I
just
know.
tired of it. I'm seriously tired of it.
I know. Let me get you back on real quick. Hold on, give me a sec. Let me put in Jeremy. What's up, Jeremy? I'm gonna get you in, G Money. Hold up. Give me a sec. Jeremy. Jeremy. He's frozen. Let me put G Money in here real fast. G Money, my brother, man. Go Knicks, man. Go Knicks, by the way.
Yeah, man. Orange and blue skies, everyone. Salute, everyone. Salute. Orange and blue skies. What's going on, man? Great defense by New York. Clutch shooting. Offensive
Facts.
rebound was pretty against New York, against Cleveland. I think it's over in 6. I think Cleveland wins game
Yeah,
5. I think New York gets it done in game 6 at home. It was huge.
I agree.
Sacramento fought their butts off, but let's be honest. The Kings blew this game, man, due to stupidity. I mean,
At
look,
the
the
end,
Kings had a
yes.
9 at the end, yes. I'm watching that play, right? You're down by one of your Sacramento.
Right.
Why in the heck is Barnes shooting a 3 for the win? Like, why not throw a double screen or a back cut for someone to get a layup or a dunk? I mean,
I
because look, yeah,
So the play was for De'Aaron to go, and I think the championship pedigree in terms of how they adjusted on the fly, they said, "F it, let's double team him
trap
and let
double
anybody
team.
else let anybody else beat me. I don't care who it is." Obviously, to like your point, you're talking more about let's run the ATO and get some movement, but with the game on the line, it's like they said De'Aaron go take over, and then the Warriors adjusted to the adjustment. So at that point, you kind of have to settle for that shot. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, true. Or Barnes could have. There was some in open lane, or Barnes could have been a one dribble pull up mid range shot at least. There was still some time. One
Right?
dribble pull up mid
Or
range shot,
that.
and
Or that.
yeah, if he missed, okay, it happens. If he makes it, hallelujah, Barnes. We get a storybook ending. Barnes would be his former team at the buzzer. But look, the Kings fought their butt off. Fox was good in the first half, getting to the lane. His jumper was wet. Then third quarter, Draymond Green and the Warriors did a good job contesting a shot, clogging the paint and all that. And also another reason why the Warriors won this game: rebounding, forcing turnovers, getting into transition. And Steph Curry is a mother effort, man. Getting into the hoop at will, man. He almost screwed the pooch with the timeout with the timeout
That was crazy to
with
watch.
yeah, that Steph had a brain fart. They almost cost him their game in their season.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Steve Kerr got hot at him though at that. But yeah, and also another thing too, Keegan Murray was awesome in this game, man.
He
Keegan Murray
was.
was awesome. But in the first half especially, he was open off the curl, off the catch, the pick and pop. You gotta give him the ball more. I felt you didn't give him the ball in the second half. First half you
Yeah.
did. The second half you gotta give him the ball. He could have had like 30 plus in this game to giving him the ball more.
So
Look,
let me
I
ask
love
you this though. So I think the big point of emphasis for me was that 9-0 run in the second quarter when the Kings were up by 9. And then the Warriors matched them with their own 9-0 run. But within that 9-0 run, the Kings had 3 straight possessions where, again, within the flow of the offense, we showed one of them at least where Malik gets hacked. That's what I'm talking about, where referees dictate outcomes and they dictate momentum.
The refs did play a factor. In my opinion, the refs want not to make conspiracy theories. I
Come on,
felt the
games to be
refs kind of wanted
close.
the Warriors to win. The refs kind of wanted the Warriors to win this game. You can tell.
I'm not even going to say that. I'm just going to say their jobs is to always keep games close. And sometimes a team is just so much better than the other team that you're going to see blowouts. Like that's just the inevitable. But
Yeah.
from a rating standpoint, what's the best outcome for everybody, for the recreational fan, for both fan bases, to have endings like these, and the referees did their jobs today. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Mike, but they also caused some bad calls against the Warriors too. The missed calls on both sides. Yeah, we gotta be fair. They did though. But even when that last play, do you think Curry kind of fouled Fox the first time when watching the
On
last play?
on the bubble when
No,
he
no,
when
no, no. Remember when Fox? It was the Kings were down 126, 125. Fox was bringing the ball up the court. Fox was about to spin. Do you think Curry kind of hacked when he touched him on the arm right here, where he was trying to dish out
No,
to Barnes?
I don't. I just felt like the Warriors very smartly said, let's just double him and let's just try to. Obviously, they would never call that anyway.
True.
Even if there was some type of a content, like the Kings just got to fight through that. And luckily he got the pass off. And as you said, maybe Barnes could have stepped in just a little bit closer. But I give the Warriors a lot of credit in how they executed their defense. Like, great last seconds for them. But I'm more so talking about the fact that they were put in the position to even be in that position because the foul discrepancies was just so ridiculous in the first half. And again, to my point, the whole thing, the fact that Draymond Green had 6 free throws and Sabonis had 0.
Crazy, huh?
I don't care how you slice that. I don't care how you slice that. I don't care what team you go for. That's bullshit.
It is blasphemy. Sabonis was getting karate chopped in the paint multiple times. But also at times, if you're Sabonis has had a great year and he had a good game too. You gotta bang on these guys, man. Like, dude, come on, man. You gotta bang on these guys, man. Like, you gotta.
Let's watch this together, okay? So let's watch this together. So on this first one, that's a good no call, right? That's just some physical play there. On the second call right here, that's also a great no call. He just airballs it. But that's part of his game where he's made that all year long. So you have to take that shot. Let's see this again. This is what the Warriors have done to him all year long. They're daring him to like shoot this shot. You know, he shoots this shot. He misses. Like, he needs to make this shot for the Kings to be for him to be effective, right? On this one here, we see a DHO from. Actually, we don't. Actually, so he fakes it. The Warriors are doing a great job in essentially collapsing their DHOs. So again, sagging off. And the coaching staff, you know, every time they grab their ear, it's like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And at this point, you just got to be aggressive. He is. And this is what happens. Like, he needs to do more of this.
Yeah.
All game long. So, again, great no call. I'm not talking about that one. Turnaround hook shot here. That's just, first of all, that's a fucking foul. Like, you can't put 2 hands on the dude. I mean, the guy is like touching him with 2 bare hands. Like, I mean, that's a foul. Like, and then Sabonis is like, bro, he has 2 hands on me. So obviously that's not egregious, but those are the things that referees allow Draymond to do, and that's why I hate when he plays victim. It's like, bro, you get away with so much shit. It's crazy to me. And yet he plays victim. Here we go again. Pick and roll here. Some people might call this a travel. Let's just slow it down a little bit, okay? As of right now, there is no position stated yet. No, I mean, it was more of a drop step foot. So his position was his right foot. Then the left foot comes. Just a great play by Sabonis. So I don't see no travel there. I don't see much of a foul either. Let me see what this turnaround shot right here. In transition. I mean, that's a foul. I'm sorry.
Agreed.
This is a foul. I mean, your hands are down. I mean, come on, bro. Luckily, they actually got the call, but Sabonis is very mad. Obviously, Kerr wants to travel, but before the travel happened, this was a foul. Like, this right here, like your hands are down. Like, you can't. This is why it's so egregious to me. At this point, they're up 50. They're up 60 to 51. This is a 9-0 run that we're talking about here. Okay. Here we go. So as you can see, it's 64-58. They're giving him the shot, and like he just got to hit it. That's just part of their game plan. Let me see. Good no call there. Pull up here. Again, like, Jesus Christ, it's so disrespectful. Like, you just got to hit the shot, bro.
And he did just that there at the
He
elbow.
did just that. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like a warm-up shot, right? Like, you're just disrespecting. Oh, no video available.
They got sack off him in the rest of the series, game 5, 6, and 7. So he has to make him pay with that. And also, Sabonis can hit the top of the key three. It's okay to take some threes. Not a lot, I'm saying some. It's okay.
Right. This is the shit I'm talking about, though. On the roll, great pass by Monk. This is a fucking foul. Look at Draymond Green's hand.
Yeah, that's a hack.
It's wrapped over Sabonis. I mean, it's just frustrating, bro. Like, this is a foul. Like, you don't get that miss if you don't hug him by the hip and yank him down, man. I mean, come on. And this is with down 3 with 8 minutes left. Like, these are important calls, and the worst part is number 60, this referee here, he's watching the whole thing. There's nobody in his provisional view. He's watching this, and he's like, nah, I'm not calling this. I'm not going to call that. Let's see, put back. Let's see this is the egregious one here.
That might have changed the game. Again, we don't know if they would have hit the free throws. We don't know, but it's
right.
possible.
This is a foul, though. This is the first foul. I mean, just whack. Like, hand is on the shoulder, pushes him down, pushes off of him. Sabonis with the rebound. He gets fouled by Wiggins on the hip there.
He got mauled.
Fuck mauled. And look at 60. He's looking at this. And then we got 36 looking at this here.
Again, that's not the only reason why the Kings lost. No,
100%. But it's laughable, though.
Yeah. It is, because it felt like, are they trying to extend this series? What?
Yes, they are. The answer is yes. They're trying to extend the series, bro. Oh, my God. It gets my blood boiling, bro.
And also, I love Mike Brown. And Mike Brown's done an amazing job with this team. His rotations in this game, man. Oh, my God. Do you like his play calling in this game? He's a good coach, but do you like his play calling in this game, in your opinion, Mike Brown?
I mean, he's a very, very good coach. There's moments to where I have to watch the game again. It's just so hard to really, like, ravel your head around everything that just happened. It's just so much shit going on back and forth. But there are moments to where I feel like some of his substitute patterns aren't there. I mean, again, it's easy to Monday quarterback it, right? Because in the moment with the crowd, there's the emotions rolling in. As a head coach, like, you have to make tough decisions all the time, and it's not super easy at all. Like, if it was easy, everybody would do it. That's why there's only 30 of those jobs. But yeah, obviously there's going to be moments to where Mike, wishes that he can take some of those things back, and vice versa. But as of right now, I can't really pinpoint, or I can't think of some that I didn't really like. I still hate when he takes out Fox too early, but I feel like in today's game, he actually played more of that 3-guard lineup with Davion and Fox together, and Malik. So you have that defensive presence, just somebody just to stick to Steph, because when you make Fox guard him, puts a lot of pressure on his body to to cause fatigue, right? And that's not what you want because you depend so much on Fox to get you buckets.
Yeah.
Leo, can you explain how Kevin is allowed to start these games going forward? He's struggling so bad in the series. As a matter of fact, let's watch that real fast and see the time. Oh, he only took 4 shots. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't aggressive in this game. Yeah.
Let's see. So on this first shot here, we see him attack. That's great defense. Great defense.
That was great. That was more great defense on Curry. Yeah.
Great defense. And he's taller, so he gets a shot off, but it's not a good shot. It's a forced shot. Let's see a second shot here. Let's see. Let's see a second shot here. This is a phenomenal shot, right? These are the shots that I'm talking about that you can't pass up whether you're 0 of 20. This is what got you here. You got to keep taking these shots. Great DHO action here. And he's wide open. This is a shot that he makes. He's missing it. Just like Keegan the first 2 games today, they fell in. So I'm not mad at that shot at all. Here's a shot here. Oh, that was nice. I mean, if he's not gonna hit those shots, this is the way to make your imprint, right? Keep attacking. Keep attacking. We saw some little floppy stuff going there between Keegan and, oh my God, this guy is flopping, trying to get calls. You see Keegan gets his hand away, and then Jordan Poole grabs him, and then he falls backwards. Thank God they didn't call it. I would have been pissed off. And then the last shot, let me see. Oh, good cut. This is just a terrible shot, though. Just
that was.
Come back out. This is just great contest. It's just a bad miss, too. So, and then it just gets them in transition, which is what you don't want if you're the Kings. So just ill-advised stuff. It's tough. I mean, what do you do differently? I mean, there's only so many shots that go around because Keegan had a great game. So he took the shots that he took today, and 2 of them weren't good shots. It's just part of the struggles.
Right. Personally, for me, if I were Kevin Huerter, I'll try to maybe do a little more mid-range though. I know he can hit threes, but he's struggling from 3 right now. So I'll do a little more mid-range or do more attacking the basket though. Don't just settle for the 3 because he could attack the rack. We all watch Steph Murray. He needs to do more of that. He needs to attack the rack and put pressure on the defense, not just settle for the outside shot if the Kings want to get out of the series.
Right. Before we show, I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna show Steph Curry stuff as well, and then we'll show Fox. So let's see all the non-calls that people want to talk about. So it's just phenomenal stuff. I mean, very few guys do this. It's just the chef doing this thing. Always relocates, never stops moving. That's why it's so hard, instinctively for a player to just stay in front of this is just so difficult because you tend to relax, right? Once somebody passes the ball, you can't relax with this guy. Just impossible to stop. That's not a foul. Anybody watching this, it's just a great move by him. That's a smart caller. G Money is very smart. So let's keep watching it here. Is this a foul? Is this a foul? So slow it down. Shots already up. I mean,
I say 50-50. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean 50-50.
Body contact, yeah.
50-50. Yeah, it's a foul. And I actually thought that they didn't call it, but they did. So rightfully so. They call it. That's a foul. So He got his foul, so he's 1 for 1. Oh. This was not a foul. He just made that shit. Like that.
He just put a rabbit out of his hat.
I mean, some prayers there. Amazing, by the way. Great defense there. So missed shot here. Let me see. Turnover by the Kings. This is where they get in trouble. But this is where both teams get in trouble, right? In transition. Jesus. About to say if he hits that. But again, no foul there. So Warrior fans. Let's see. Driving layup. Little split action here. You're going in circles. Yeah, that's not a foul. He just missed the damn layup. Literally missed it. So far it's reffed correctly. Here we go. No foul. I don't want to get away. That is a great no call. He's looking for the contact the whole time. And one thing that I do want to acknowledge is just Davion's defensive prowess of understanding how to play him, just the amount of film that he's watching, because he literally, yes, just look how he's falling backwards. He's like, I'm not going to touch him. At this point, Steph worked so hard. He worked so hard to get the shot off that he was off balance. So that's what happened there. So great no call. Let me see. Pull up, jumper right here. Steph pushing. Oof, that's tough. I mean, there's no foul. That's just greatness right there. And what the hell do you do? Like he's right there. I mean, this dude is just lethal. That's crazy. You see, pull up jumper here. Great no call. Okay, he just throws it up there. Let me see. Steph in transition. Great no call. Okay, he makes that. Speed it up a little bit. Let me see. So the Kings brought the double here. They called it. That was a foul. So he's 2 for 2. There's nothing. There's no discrepancies yet. Let's see. Okay, Steph. Boom. Okay, great no call. Let's see. Great no call. Right? No foul call.
Right, this play factor. That started a 7-0 run by the Warriors. That started off a 7-0 run by the Warriors, the offensive rebound, and then that's when the Warriors boldly up to 10.
Yep. Let me see. Definitely no foul there. I mean, if you slow it down, nothing here. He almost hit him, but he didn't touch him. So, no call there. See, this is what I'm saying though about the Warrior fans. The Warriors don't really attack the rim. It's all split cut action and it's all jump shots. Like, that's just what they do. Like, that's the big difference from this year to other years, to where they're not really attacking.
True, because years past they attacked the rack at will. Yeah.
Let's see. Great no call. Just a shot. Let me see. Okay, great defense. Oh my God! I mean,
that ended a 15-4 run by the Kings to start the quarter.
Right. Let me see. No, I mean, it's a great defense. Slow down.
Sheesh. Using his strength and skill, driving through the right side to the baseline and up and in.
I didn't see a foul there, if I'm being honest. He made the shot though, so good for him. Here we go. Oh, this is what hurt the Kings though. Like, Keegan missing this shot right here.
Yeah, I played a huge factor, and then it led a fast break
to a 3.
So I know it was a left wing too. It's cursed.
You're right. But this and then, like,
Late closeout here.
I get it. Like, try and, stop the ball. It's always a rule. But when this guy's on the court, rules don't apply. You should probably hedge a little bit and just go back to your man. But it's just hard to stop this play. And that's just Steph being Steph. Like, Keegan can't miss that shot. He does. And then now there's momentum on that side. Moving screen here, but obviously they'll never call this. Great shot. At this point, he just has it cooking. And again, momentum here. Here we see. Here we go. Good screen there. Malik. Great defense. No foul. Just great defense there. That is not a foul, y'all. Let me see. Great defense.
Awesome defense.
Awesome defense. I mean, beautiful. We can slow it down. Curry is leaning towards or going into Harrison here. But great contest by Sabonis. Just great defense. Jump shot here. Here we go. Fox picking them. Oh, yeah. This is where Fox just effed up.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, he got lost on the screen.
Makes no. It's just a brain fart. Like, what are you doing?
Wrong.
Yeah.
It was a screen and pop. Yeah, screen and pop.
Yeah, it's that's a yikes. You can't do that.
Good
Obviously.
night.
Good night. Good night. And then we see step back. Great double here. Great relocation. Jesus.
That was supposed to be the dagger right
there. Yeah. Kept him. That's good defense, though. I mean,
great defense there.
You got dudes flying at you.
Right.
Yeah.
If Mike Breen was doing this game, that goes in. That's a bank call right there.
Yeah. He traveled, by the way. Watch this. Yeah, watch this. Okay, sidestep. That's his pivot foot right here. And that's what I'm saying. They'll never call this. He moves it. Yeah. He moves it, though. Like, he, slides it. That's a travel. But, obviously, this is just the whole NBA as a whole. This is just rec league, college. Like, people are getting away with this type of shit now. But he missed it. And then this is just stupid. Like, he had one brain fart, right, which is calling the timeout.
Terrible.
Why that? Yeah, like, what's he thinking here? I mean, there's 15 seconds left. There's 11 seconds left. He just pulls up, and I don't get what he was trying to do. Like, he should just ran over the clock.
And thank God, and if you're a Warriors, thank God no one fouled any Kings player there.
So
the Warriors almost lost the series there with some mental mistakes.
Yeah, that's fact. So we just watched all 22 shots, and there wasn't one call that was debatable. Like, he got his fouls, and the ones that there was no discrepancy from Steph. So again, People Live video doesn't. Let's go over Fox's now. Let's address the chat real fast. Money got to do what he can to get OG to the Kings. Steph got the switch on Barnes, and it was barbecue chicken each time. I mean, that's just called hunting guys. Like, obviously, Steph don't want no smoke with Davion, so he's just gonna try to hunt everybody that he can. Especially the Kings better get to the favorable calls at home. His hands were on the ball. You can't put your hands on the ball. The Raps want a lot for OG. What do you Kings have to trade? I mean, if you offer Keegan, if you're the Raptors, you're stupid not to do that. I mean, 100%. It's an obvious foul. Okay, so you guys are just cash out Fridays. Jordan Poole was the difference in this one. He got to the rim at will. I mean, Jordan Poole had a good game today. I was talking a lot of shit about Jordan Poole the first 3 games, but today he had himself a very good game.
He played fast. Jordan Poole played fast, got into transition, got into the passing lanes, and also Jordan Poole's jumper, especially off the curl, off the screen, high screen, big. He played very good, man.
Right. So let's let's end this with Fox. So Fox asked for the call. Obviously, I felt like if anything, he pushed off. So great no call. Again, I keep it a buck, man. I'm not here to cheat anybody. If anything, that was an offensive foul. But you're also not gonna call it that too, though. Here we go. Let me see. And you're also not gonna call that. Boom. Obviously, Fox's jumper's wet. I want to see his missed shots. Let's see. Bang. Great no call there, right? Oh. I mean, that's playoff basketball. That's just Keegan wanted the ball more, for sure. Let me know what's his name. Here we go. Okay, G Money is back. In transition. God damn, he's so fast. That is fucking bullshit. That is a foul. I mean, come on. I mean, that's a block, bro. Oh my God, this is stuff I'm talking about. Like, you gotta call that. You're stopping somebody's fucking jump shot there. Great steal there. Who was that, Fox? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Draymond Green was talking. Okay, that's great defense there. Him and Fox went at it early.
Yeah.
Moses Moody. That's easy. Bam.
Game knocks it down to left wing. Yep.
Let's see his jumper. Okay. Great defense.
Nice.
Great defense. Here we go. He's just so good at that floater.
It's the quick step, Euro step floater. Yep.
Great screen there. Holy cow.
Yep.
This guy is automatic, bro. This guy is automatic. Here we go. Fox Smith shot. This is great defense. He just missed it. He just missed it. Let's see. Pull up three.
That's a bad shot. Quick
it's a bad
pull
shot.
It's a bad shot there.
It's a bad shot. I mean, at this point, you just gotta attack. Like, don't live with that.
Let's bail out the defense there.
100%. Step back. Oof. It's great defense. It's great.
They shut him down in the third quarter. On the 1 assist in the third quarter. Yeah, they shut him down.
This is where he struggled here. Let's see. Oof. Let's see what happened there. So he got to the rim. Yeah. I mean, a little push in the back. Not enough to call that. So good no call there. Let's see. Driving layup. Let's see what happened there. He attacked screen, still third quarter. I feel like this is more of a foul just because he does push off in that lower back. Obviously, they not going to call out on Draymond Green. He always gets the nod on those types of shots. Bail out jumper. Again, he's fatigued at this point.
Yeah.
Again, he shot a lot of threes.
Yeah.
He shot a lot of threes, and then he just makes it. Okay. And he makes it. Let me see. Missed shot. Jesus Christ. That's a foul, bro. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely submarine right there. Yeah.
I mean, if that was clean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, he was obviously asking for the foul. Nothing there, and then the fourth quarter he just cooked. Right, it's just De'Aaron Fox time. He took over. I want to see this driving shot here. Oh, great defense! Great defense!
Amazing defense.
Amazing defense. Wiggins is so good. Obviously, proved he proved it in the finals. You know, had to shoot that shot with two seconds left. Great rebound here. Just unfortunate that he couldn't stay in bounds, but only down by 3 here. Bam. That's a shot that he makes.
You think that was a good shot right there? You think he should have tapped?
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, I mean he's wide open. So
Yeah, good point.
He's getting there. He's getting there. I mean, he has guys going backwards at all times. The shot that he makes, so you just got to live with that shot. He's down by 3. He didn't force the 3, which was good.
True.
Let me see. Oof, that's not a good shot. That's just great defense too, though. Obviously, Looney's in drop coverage here. And that's just a great contest. So, just a great contest. And then what was the last shot? His last shot was a made shot. So, he's just dirty. I mean, that's tough. That's tough. That's a superstar going to work, man. I mean, that's very few guys can do that over a Draymond Green type of player, even at this age.
Yes.
Defensively speaking. So, there are about 2 very obnoxious calls that should have been called there. Like I said, most of the frustration came in the first half as Coach Brown addressed. Second half, the Kings were wild. Their inexperience kicked in. With all that said, they still had a chance to win the game, and this one hurts, man. Like this one hurts on so many levels, period. You know,
it does. I can feel for both teams. That's what Warriors fans felt after game 1. That's what Kings fans feel after game after this game. I mean, after game 4. I mean, if Barnes would have hit that shot, I mean, we're talking about potential closeout game and go to one center. Right. But something tells me this is going to go 7 games, and I think the Kings win in 7. Something tells me the Kings win in 7.
I hope so.
What's your feeling? What's your feeling?
I mean, I had the Warriors in 7 before the series started because of the Steph Curry effect, obviously. But, you know, watching it, seeing everything unravel and develop, to me, the Kings are a little bit better because this Warrior team is not the same Warrior team from previous years. Like I said earlier, I think they're at the peak of their dynasty. They're at the end of their dynasty already. And if you run on them, like we saw earlier, like you can get up 9 points on this team. It's just at what point do the referees dictate a game and try to help them out so they won't get blown out? Like those are the things to where if you're up by 9 points, continue to attack, and if you're doing that and you're not getting the benefit of the doubt, that's where I get mad. It's like, okay, well the Kings are doing their job and yet they still don't get the damn calls, and then it's hard enough to stop Steph as it is. Like there is no room for error here at all. So when you don't get calls and you got to guard this guy that never stops moving, it makes life extra difficult when it's already difficult as it is.
It's between the rock and a hard place, yeah.
So yeah, it's tough, man. But other than that, man, do you have any final thoughts, Brian? This was fun. I felt like we objectively covered the whole thing. Like I said, people lie, video doesn't. There's some calls that I rectified on here, and Still, like I'm still disappointed in some of the calls that didn't go their way in the first half, which again they lost by 1. So any of those calls would have helped when you really look at the big picture.
Or if you just use your size. Or another thing too, the Kings want to win this series. They gotta use their size and play fast. There were times in this game, really more parts in the third quarters when the Warriors hold them to a slow pace game. I know the Warriors could play fast too, because Golden State does have the fastest pace in the NBA. But if you actually watch, we all watch the Warriors play kind of slow, and the Kings have to play fast, and Sacramento needs to use their size in the low post, in the pinch post. They can't be in the outside shooting game with Golden State. The guy play fast, and the guy bang in the post. And get Looney, Wiggins, Draymond in foul trouble if they want to get out of the series.
There it is, man. Z-Money, appreciate you, and good luck to the Knicks, brother. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Stay safe.
That's my guy, G-Money. Great stuff there. What a game, yo. What a game. You're here because you know the Warriors got lucky that a team that no one thought would be here almost trained a game winner on your floor, a young, inexperienced team, mind you. I mean, the referees made this a very entertaining game without question. The Kings are plus 7.5. They covered the spread easily. It was criminal. If anybody took the Warriors, y'all silly. Kings playing with house money. They're not going into the finals, but after this year, Monty will know what he needs to get next year, and this experience will be valuable, period. I'm not even thinking about next year, but I'm thinking about now. Kings have a great chance to get to the finals, believe it or not. Like, they truly do. They wouldn't have to face the Suns or the Nuggets until the conference finals. I think they beat the Lakers if they get past the Warriors. They're going to have to deal with this referee bullshit, too, with the Lakers, just because the Lakers get the most free throws out of anybody. LeBron going to get touched, and, you know, if you sniff him, it's a foul. So the Kings have a huge mountain to climb, but I do think that their offense is good enough to get by both of these teams. And I'm not going to just disrespect the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are good. The whole John Morant thing really threw a boomerang into the whole equation, because it's so unpredictable. And he had a great finish to last night's game, but it's weird to say, but like they just play more free with Tyus Jones at the point, and when Ja's there, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just weird. It just feels that way, at least. So whatever's happening there, if they lose game 4, series is over. So see what happens, man. Appreciate you guys, people that tuned in, people that will tune in after. Thank you guys for the love and support. Tough night for the Kings. If you're a Warrior fan, obviously you're celebrating. It's 2-2. Come back home, though, baby. Come back home, and it's a good time. So appreciate you guys. On behalf of the entire Seeker family, have a great rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.